Good evening all. So while waiting for the rest to join us, you can also switch on your webcam. This is a meeting function. Unlike webinar, you cannot unmute yourself and talk and even switch on webcam. So here you can just switch on your webcam if you want to interact with us.
You can switch it on momentarily before we start sharing, and then later on, once we start sharing, you can switch off your webcam and you can mute yourself unless we are opening up the round of questions. So if you want to, maybe switch on your webcam now just to say hi, to hanging out with us this Friday evening, you can do so. But once we start the session proper, then maybe you can switch off your webcam already, as well as to mute your mic. Thank you.
Yeah. And by the way, during the session, if there's any question, you can always type using chat. You can engage us if you suddenly think of any questions. While, for example, Louis or us are presenting, you can always type something in the chat. Any question you can type, or if you don't want to stop us. So make it interactive. Ask us question, and at the end of the session there will be Q&A. Where you can unmute yourself and then talk to us directly.
We are expecting quite a number of participants tonight. It's good to see the number slowly adding on, number slowly piling up, and we are good to start in a few minutes. So thank you for your patience once again, everyone, bearing with us. We hope you have a productive session this evening.
Yeah, and at the same time, if you are to switch on your webcam, you can smile. Will be on Facebook Live as well. So if you, of course, miss out certain part, you can visit our Phillip Advisory Facebook again, Phillip Securities Advisory, Wealth Advisory Facebook page, which later will share with you the QR code. So it will be on Facebook Live. You can.
Good that Meiling mentioned that. We will be going live on Facebook. I will also share the link in the chat box. So if you know of any of the friends or relatives who are interested to listen to Louis and to know more about about Louis' business and about the finance industry, then you can go ahead, share the link that I'll be sharing in the chat box. This is the link that will be our Facebook Live, so it's easy access for everyone to just join in and see what we're going to present tonight.
Yeah. However, since you are really a Zoom, please continue to stay on.
Yeah. Yes. Please do stay on. The more the merrier.
Okay. Yeah. Now you can go on Facebook. Okay, I think start in 1 to 2 minutes. Yeah.
All right, we are live. We're good to go.
That's great. Okay. Let me start the session. Okay. Good evening to all of you. Good evening. Yeah. Thank you for joining our career webinar today. I know today is a Friday evening and I still see many participants, 21 as of now, and we still have a few in the waiting room waiting to join us. Yeah. Okay. My name is Mei Ling. I'm from Partnership Department. I'm one of presenter today, the first presenter. Okay, what is partnership? Okay, partnership is a department taking care of all our stockbrokers and financial advisors. And today, I'll be the first speaker introducing Phillip Securities to you, as well as the product that we carry. Followed by the second speaker, sharing from our invited speaker, Mr. Louis Koay, Financial Services Director, who is also a dual licensed wealth manager. Yeah, he will be the main speaker for today and will be sharing more about his journey, a successful journey with Phillip Securities. And lastly, our third speaker, Nabil, the BD executive from Partnership Department. He will be sharing more about the packages and the options available for those who are interested to find out more and for those who are interested to join us as well. Okay, I'll start with the introduction to Phillip Securities. Okay, I believe many of you might have known us as Poems. So when my friend talked to me, they asked me, how are you doing? Where are you working at right now? I say Phillip Securities. Usually the answer is what? So when I say Poems, they'll say, oh, Poems. Okay, we are the first in Singapore to launch online trading platform, and the platform is Poems. So before I talk more about PhillipCapital, may I know how many of you have a Poems trading platform also? So if a Poems trading account, you can just type one in the chat. There's a chat box, so just type one. Or you can just say that, me, I have, you can unmute yourself. Yeah, okay, quite a few, yeah. Just say that you can also switch on the webcam, you say, yes, me, Gi Chiu, I have Poems trading account. Are you sure I need to? Okay, usually in the live seminar, my response is almost full house Gi Chiu. Okay, so we are the largest stockbroking firm in Singapore. So I can say the majority of Singaporeans want a stockbroking account, and probably your parents' first stockbroking account actually opened through us. I see more response. That's great. Thank you for the support. Yep. Okay, no bad. Many of you have Poems trading account. Phillip Securities is more than just stockbroking firm. Okay, Phillip Securities is a part of PhillipCapital Group. We are an integrated financial house with a global presence. We have a presence in 50 countries, such as life insurance in Thailand. We have bank in Cambodia, stockbroking firms in Turkey, Hong Kong, etc. We are an NMC. Our clients can access to more than 26 stock exchanges through our Poems platform and through our trading or the dealing desk as well. Because some of the stock exchanges you cannot trade online, so you have to call our dealer. Well, we carry more than 2,000 unit trusts, so a wide range of unit trusts. It's really a lot for you to choose. We partner with more than 35 insurance partners. So per partner, we already carry a lot of insurance packages. So a pretty wide range for you to choose. In total, we carry more than 40,000 financial products. Okay, so these are the countries that we present in. But of course, what does it mean to you and what does it mean to your clients? So to your clients, it means that your access is not just to local financial products, but to global financial products. And to you, it means your business is not just, constrained just within Singapore. This is a global business for you. Okay, just when we talk about products, more than 40,000 financial products, let me share with you more. Okay, we carry a wide range of financial products and a wide range of asset classes for you to curate for your clients for both investment as well as protection. But let us categorize them into three, from transactional to advisory to discretionary. But if you look at the products in these three categories, or wide range, but of course, when we zoom in into single products, you discover that, like, for example, unit trust, right? We are not just distributor of those products. We manufacture the products as well. So many of you might have known us as the first trading platform. We are the first. We also manufacture ETF. In fact, just recently, we are the first in Singapore to launch leverage ETF. We are the first to launch leverage ETF in SGX, Singapore Exchange. We're also the first to launch a regular savings plan in share, which is SBP. Some of you might be familiar with. But in terms of client base, right? For start, when you onboard a client, either through online, social media platform, friend referral, but generally for a new client, they tend to DIY. They might trade through platform. They're new to you, so they probably to trade more or the products that they will is more of transactional products. So the products that they will transact, they will buy is more transactional products such as your stock and share, your ETF, your CFD, margin warrants, and even NMF. Transactional means they will DIY themselves as a one-time off. But of course, the good thing about transactional is that even if you're sleeping at night, they're trading Apple share, you do get a cut. Whether you're dual license or single license, you do get a cut from the transactional business as well. However, as clients know you better, know you more, they tend to ask you more questions. So that provides an opportunity for you to talk to your client. An opportunity for you to provide holistic financial solutions such as investment advisory, protection advisory. So you advise them to create a portfolio for, and as well as the protections, a portfolio of insurance. This one example. Okay, as the client trusts you more to the next quantum of trust, to the next level, they tend to park assets with you. So they'll say that, okay, this is a sum of money I've gotten after I sold my property, or let's say they have certain assets, they will part the assets with you for you to manage for them. And they will be under discretionary services. So we do have financial products under discretionary services for you to cross-sell or for you to talk to your clients. Okay, so we have a wide range of financial products. How about licenses? So we'd like to introduce you to the three main licenses we have over here. Okay, in terms of licenses, these are the three main types. Okay, for a start, they will be trading representative. Okay, traditionally, we are stockbroking firm. So as a stockbroker, you are called a trading representative with Phillip Securities. Of course, for most of you, we just know as you probably heard about advisors or stockbroker. Yeah. So under the TR or short TR, trading representative license, you facilitate your clients trading. For those of you who have been market for very long, or you've seen TV last time, right? So stockbrokers is someone to answer call, execute trade. But last time, stockbroker is you use your hand language to place in trade in the exchange. That was probably more than 20 years ago. But now you trade online. When I started as an equity dealer, I'll answer call and I'll key in trade online. Yeah. And then to the next level will be financial advisory consultant. So as an FAC, you provide holistic financial planning. You advise client not just about investment, but about protection, wealth preservation, for example. It can be very powerful. From personal experience, I found that the younger investors or medium type of clients, more of mass market, the preference is always in wealth accumulation. But to the high net worth, which Singapore tends to attract a lot of high net worth clients, not just from China, but from around the world, because of our efficiency tax system, safety of the country, because various other reasons. But generally, we can attract high net worth. And the interest for high net worth is in wealth protection, wealth preservation. So this is why you can provide financial advisory services to this group of clients under the FAC license. And another career progress for you, TR, FAC, the next one will be the portfolio manager. So if an interest to pick equities portfolio for your client, about profit sharing, of course, you have to be competent in picking stocks, in recommending a portfolio, because you need to manage a portfolio, decide the investment strategy, what to buy. Are you sure it's good to keep Apple, for example? Okay, so you can progress to be portfolio manager. Yes, we have contractual portfolio manager license here in Phillip Securities. Okay, however, in Phillip Securities, we can also be dual license. You can be dual license in which you are stockbroker and you are financial advisor at the same time, and you'll be called wealth manager. Okay. And of course, that means you can offer a wider range of services. You are not just a stockbroker, you are an FA as well. So you can offer, and of course, you can advise your clients on more wider range of financial products and asset classes. Louis is one successful dual license wealth manager. Later, Louis will share more with you for about the wealth manager and about his successful journey as well. And then the next one will be portfolio manager. For portfolio manager, the focus is more of investment. Yeah. However, in Phillip Securities, there's a possibility for combination. I wouldn't say combination, but as a portfolio manager, you will still be able to explore the possibility of stockbroking license. You can talk to us to find out more. Okay, so a short introduction about Phillip Securities. Next, I'll pass to the next speaker, Louis. So as a financial services director, Louis is also a dual licensed wealth manager. He will walk through with you his experience, his achievement, as well as what it takes to be a successful next gen wealth manager. Is Louis there? Okay. Over to you, Louis.
Yep. Okay. Good evening, everyone. I hope you can see my slide. Are you able to see my slide?
Yep.
Okay, that's good. All right. Good evening, everyone. Yeah. So it's Friday, and this week is a very long week. Both for me, I think for most people, now is quite a so-called critical period because the cases is so high. And in fact, myself also just recovered from COVID, and my family also just recovered from COVID. So I try to make it quick. Okay, don't waste too much time. All right. I'll just share with you some of my personal story, and then probably introduce to you how I manage my team and how I run my business. Of course, if you are interested to join us, you can always let us know, and then I can meet up with you one-on-one to explain further how this thing work out. All right. Yeah. So I'm not sure you heard about my name. Okay. Actually, nowadays, if you just Google Louis Koay, you'll probably see many link, many story talk about me. Right. That is the branding that I created for online. Right. Yeah. And just now Milin talk about dual license, or the so-called in Phillip, right? I'm actually having this reminder, which is trading license and financial advisor license, right? And the qualification in finance, all these all these are additional qualification I taken outside the regulatory paper, right? If you just head on to Facebook, just type my name, Louis Koay Financial Center, you probably will see my Facebook page. Okay, that is how I do all the online marketing. Okay, which I will explain to you why is very useful in this context. Okay, in this market. And this is the so-called award that I gotten when I joined. I actually joined in 2015, right? So when I joined, I actually worked very hard, and then I got all the top awards in the industry. I mean, in the company, right? So I'm more like a holistic, provide holistic services, right? In terms of trading, right? In terms of advisory service, right? So that is the so-called award I gotten, right? And today I'll just share with you 5 key points. Okay, I make it quick, just 5 simple points. First one is my story, right? Second thing is how to be a holistic financial advisor, right? And then how to stay relevant in this new generation type of advisory business. Okay, and people ask me what is my top secret. Okay, I'll share with you 3 simple tips how to be a top financial advisor. And probably most of you also want to know, hey, I mean, if you're so successful, what is the most valuable awards to be a financial advisor? Okay, so 5 key points that I'll share with you. If any questions, just type in the chat box. Okay, I'll probably take a question after the presentation. Right, it will just take about 20-30 minutes for my presentation. Yeah, so I actually started my career actually not in financial industry. I actually worked in engineering industry for 4.5 years. I built ship. Okay, I worked night shift, right, to complete the construction of ship. Okay, so that is how I started. Okay, and then after some time, I find that I'm not really passionate in engineering industry. Okay, and I'm like to do a lot of investment. I like to manage my finance, and a lot of my friends actually ask me question about how to manage wealth better. Okay, how to invest better. And that's why I actually asked myself, hey, should I become a financial planner? And I actually posted on my Facebook page, okay, in 2013. And you can see that financial planner is not really a glamorous title. Okay, all these are the various comments from my friend. They say, one more phone number is going to be in a void list, right? If we are going to meet up, better meet before I become financial planner, right? So it's definitely not a good good title that we want to associate with, okay, because of the industry branding, all this, okay. But I actually go ahead, okay, because I want to do something I want. Okay, I don't want to let someone to tell me I cannot do something. I want to do something, I will do it, right? So that is why I moved to financial industry. Yeah, so yeah, this is just how I started, 2015, from engineering to finance. I just work hard, okay, work very hard when I first started, and I try to learn fast because I know there are many things I need to learn, especially in Phillip. There are so many products, so many services I can provide. And of course, we are people business. I need to meet more people. Okay, so that is always so-called my magic formula. I have to meet one new person per day. Okay, and of course, as a dual licensed financial advisor, I'm considered myself as a business owner. I'm self-employed. I own the business. Okay, so the rewards is very proportional to the effort you put in. Right, that's why I am putting a lot of effort because it's proportional to I want to get more rewards. That's why I put in more effort. Then what is the business model that I'm having? I actually very believe in holistic financial planning. Okay, no matter who you talk to, for sure they'll need certain form of insurance planning. Okay, for sure they'll need certain form of investment planning, and ultimately most of us we want to retire freely. Right, so insurance planning, investment planning, retirement planning is what I call holistic financial planning, that everyone will sure need these three type of planning. So whenever I meet my client, I always talk about these three pillars of planning, and that's why in terms of my services, in terms of my business, I got the income from all different services. Okay, because I always talk about holistic service. Okay, holistic planning, holistic service. And I'm not selling products because I'm doing a professional holistic financial planning for my client, and that is why they like to meet up with me. And of course, in the future, okay, which actually this year, okay, I actually started my team. I want to be, of course, I'm consider myself quite successful in the industry. I can just run my own business, continue to do well. That's it, right? I think I'll continue to do better and better for myself. Okay, but I find that there's something missing. Okay, I want to create a brand, right, that everyone can remember for life, right? It's just like today you want to go for fast food, you see McDonald's, you know that is a fast food restaurant. Okay, you want to do grocery, you go for FairPrice. Okay, you want to invest, you use phone to invest. All right. So hopefully one day in the future, okay, when people see this brand, Louis Koay Financial Center, it could be online, it could be a figure shop. People will see it as a holistic financial planning shop that they want to go into. Right. So that is something that I'm going to create. And I definitely cannot do it alone. I need a team to do it together. And I always thought about branding and marketing as a team. Right. So that is what I always focus going forward. Yeah, so this is my team. I'm the head of the so-called this team. I'm the financial services director for this team. And this is services that I always introduce to my client, okay? Because when you come to me, right, if you want to do your own trading online on your own, you can just set up Homes account, okay? I can definitely assist you to set up account and support with stock market info, market news, and for you to trade on your own. Okay, so that is one type of service, right? But on the other hand, there are certain people, they can't really do it on their own because of fear, because of knowledge, because of limited time. They want you to help them. Okay, so that is where I can provide a financial advisory service, right? Which is, of course, do a financial planning. And for sure, if they need any insurance, we also can do insurance planning. Okay, so that is the advisory side of business. right? And there are certain people say, you know, hey, since you are doing so well in your investment, I want you to manage for me. I want you to invest for me. Okay, that is where I can set up advisory account. I invest for them, right? Of course, financial education. That is the other startup that provide financial education courses, right, to retail investor. Okay, but that is something that I personally built on my own, right? So that is the holistic services that I always advocate and present to my client. And this is a template that I built, right? This is a template that I built. Okay, whenever I meet a person that want to do financial planning, I always use this template. And in fact, I share this template with them. I share this template with my team member, right? Say that, you know, we have to do financial planning, holistic financial planning for for our client. All right. So from income statement, which is cash flow, asset allocation, which is balance sheet, all the way to insurance review, right? So that is always the advocate that I have when we talk to clients. And I think the main thing that people want to know is what is the future of this financial industry. I mean, COVID definitely changed everything. In fact, accelerate all the changes, right? But there's one quote I always believe, which is from our Phillip chairman. He always say this thing: insurance will still stay, but insurance agent may not. Okay, everyone will sure need insurance in the future. Okay, anytime they sure need certain form of insurance. Okay, but insurance agent may not stay because they can just buy online. They may not go not seek for your advice. They can just go to forum, just Google, right? They can find their own answer, right? So that is why insurance agent may not stay, right? Investment will stay, but stockbroker may not. Okay, because nowadays, I mean, you heard there are many discounted broker. Okay, even in Phillip, we have those discounted trading account, right? That they can just buy online with very minimum cost. Okay, and that is definitely will not help if you want to stay or join this industry as a stockbroker, right? That's why we need to change. We need to change. We can't do whatever we did in the past. We need to do something additional, right, to continue to stay relevant in this industry. Okay, and this is what I believe. Okay, those traditional method. Okay, whether you like it or not, COVID actually killed this traditional method. Okay, brochure, flyer, right, promotion, right, give you balloon, this kind of thing, cold calling. I think all this is gone. Okay, because of COVID. Okay, even without COVID, this thing was so gone because this is what most people don't like to do. All right, and most investor or client don't like to get approached by these people because they are just selling products. Okay. Some of you may be advisor that are doing this in the past. Okay, it's really a time for us to change, right? I never do this, okay, because I know it's not going to work for long term, right? And today's, okay, if anyone want to buy insurance, okay, they can just go to any online forum, Facebook, Instagram, right? I don't know, many even some forum. They can just ask, right? I'm looking for a chartered agent, right, to buy health insurance and saving plan, right? You can see that 44 of them commented and actually request to meet up to this person. Okay, so the information is so easy available in the internet context. That's why we need to do more. Okay, we cannot just sit and wait and just sell products. Okay, it's not going to work. Oh, yeah. So that is the trend in this market. And the good thing for Phillip, which I like, is Phillip actually provide a lot of support on this online marketing. Okay. The link is here. Is our Phillip official website. Talk about myself, right? It's a branding. It's a website that created by Phillip, and everything about myself, my services. You can just go to this link and to find my services. Okay. So instead of handing a name card to your client, I can just simply send this so-called link or QR code to my client, and they actually know about me, about what I do, what are the services I have, right? Yeah, so that is the online marketing that we believe in, and that is a future trend, right? Yeah, so I always focus on stop selling, don't sell any products, right? Start branding yourself. Okay, once you have brand, people will come to you. Okay, don't have to rush to sell products to your client. Nobody like to buy products. Okay, people want to get service, value added services. Okay, so always focus on adding more value to our customer. Right, so all these are just some branding article that I created online. Yeah, so I guess I also created this pie chart which I thought is interesting to share. right? If you based on today's so-called this year alone, right? This is boomer, baby boomer, Gen X, Gen Y, and Gen Z, right? These are the so-called composition of Singapore population. Okay, I got all these from the website, okay. And right now, those baby boomer, they are 57, more than 57 years old. Their insurance needs probably just to maintain. They don't need to get more insurance. It's also difficult for them to get insurance because of their age. Okay, investment, they are looking for preservation. Okay, they want to preserve what they have. It's no longer buying more stocks, right? Because of war, whatever sudden crash, they can't take it, right? And the exposure, which I use the word exposure, is probably they read the news article from newspaper. Okay, so those are so-called elderly kind of baby boomer generation. They will so-called follow this kind of to get their info, right? And for Gen X, which is age 42 and 56, what they need is probably to enhance their insurance. Probably just started a family, buy a new house, right? Investment is more about growing their wealth and to generate some income, right? Which is more toward traditional equity and bonds. And exposure they have nowadays, people just go Facebook or YouTube, right? For these people in this age range. And of course, the age that I'm in, which is I imagine somewhere around 35, right? Insurance is our core. Okay, we still need to protect our asset, right? We still need to grow our wealth. That's why our growth is our main investment focus. Equity, bond, ETF, unit trust, and some even go into robo-advisor, right? Facebook, Instagram, those are the typical platform that we search, right, to get our info. Okay, and of course, those younger generation, insurance probably is just the starting point for them. But nowadays, they want to have exponential growth. Okay, 10%, they are not interested. They want 100%, 1000%. They are talking about crypto, NFT, what metaverse, all these kind of investment ideas. Okay, and probably the main exposure they have is TikTok, Instagram, right, to get their info, right? So you can see this is based on today's context. Okay, and if you're going to join this industry, or if you're already in this industry, right, what you need is to not focusing on today's context. What you want is focus on the next 10 years, next 20 years, because you join this industry, you're in this industry, you want to build something that can last for a lifetime, all right? So while if I fast forward to 2032, all right, the whole thing is going to change, right? Those at 57 now is 67, right? Probably it's still the same goal for them, right? But probably they don't need to talk to you anymore because for them it's just save and spend the money, right? Yeah, and those from Gen X start to become in this blue color pie chart where they start to browse Facebook, right? Because those younger become older, but they're still continue to use Facebook, right? Same thing for those that is this Gen X, right? They will start to use Facebook, into YouTube, Instagram as well. Okay, so you can see that things will start to change, right? All right, if your maturity of your client start to move up, right, and they're always using Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, right, or even YouTube to get their info, then we have no choice because we are servicing them. Okay, we have to be present in what they are exposure with, right? So that's why it's not too late if you haven't started any online marketing, social media marketing, because your client going forward or the new client that probably become your client in the future will get all those info from all these social media marketing websites, right? And you can see that at any point in time in our lifetime, there's always insurance needs and investment need, all right? And that's why Phillip is very well positioned in this industry because we have dual license. We can do investment, we can do insurance for our client. And that is what your client want. Okay, they just don't want to talk about just stocks alone. They want insurance, you can help them, right? Yeah, so that is about what I see in the future, right? And a lot of people always ask me, what is my secret to become successful financial advisor? This is in Chinese, right? So I probably just translate the layman term. Okay, it's about win-win situation, right? I mean, you can take picture, you can do it and translate, right? The message that this so-called quote try to share is about win-win. You want your client gain something, and as a in return, we also gain something for sure. Because we are running this as a professional business, we also need the income, the service fee to survive, right? So it's about providing more value-added services to your client, and as return, we get some reward as well. Okay, it's fair. By the way, this snapshot, you go to Harbourfront, there's a restaurant at ground floor. They actually posted this so-called quote over there. So I find that it's very interesting, it's very relevant to my business. That's how I taken this snapshot, right? Yeah, so that's why my secret is always provide value-added services, not just create an account for them to trade. Okay, that will not survive. I provide more value-added with all the additional webinar, right, about one-on-one construction of their portfolio. I even hire assistant to help them, right, and even have a Telegram to support them for those active investors. Okay, just like now the stock market is so volatile, right? I actually help them to stay alert and tell them what to do, right, through Telegram broadcasting. Okay, so that is number one secret. Always add value to our customer. And second is about hard work. I mean, this is not secret. Okay? It's really hard work. All right, I'm not sure how many, like last time, how many time I work over the weekend, right? Even like Sunday evening, I still sit inside a McDonald's or coffee shop to talk to client about financial planning, right? And I think that is like, you know, something that we should have, especially we are running our own business, right? We cannot afford to you know, just stay there and then wait for someone to come to us. Okay, we must work hard, find the people that we want to meet, and provide value-added services to our client. Okay, so that is the secret number 2. Okay, and secret number 3, I believe, and the whole presentation and share is probably more about social media marketing. Okay, last time without social media, every time I run a seminar or event, probably I can reach out about 50 to 100 people, which is not bad. Actually, it's quite good already. But now with social media, every time I launch a webinar, right, it can reach out to 300 over people that watch my webinar, right? So leverage on social media, okay, that is, I believe, it will be the big thing, all right? And COVID just accelerate this change. Okay, it's going to be the big trend, and COVID just accelerate the change only. Okay, and you know what? There's a one law store near to my house, the market near to my house, right? The auntie is probably about 60 or maybe 70 age, right? They also have social media page. Okay, so can you see that we cannot afford not to have social media page? Okay, as a financial professional, we need them to find us. Okay, we need them. We need something to show us our services, right? What are the things that we can provide to our client, right? So that's why this is to me is the biggest role that we have to do all our marketing on social media. Okay, rewards. Okay, honestly, without rewards, nobody will survive. Okay, after some time, we will quit. Okay, that is completely right. Fair to us because we are doing this for full time. I'm not doing this for charity because I also have family to feed, right? So, but the thing is, when I do well, okay, you can see this is the actual total income that I make from 2015 onwards. Right? Why 2015? Before 2015, I'm working as engineering job. Right? After 2015, I'm self-employed. I run my business, and because I do very well, I work very hard. My income just exploded. And if you look at the projection, then I actually achieved my own target. Okay, so income is proportional to effort. Okay, nothing wrong. We do well. We work every day. It makes sense for us to get more rewards, right? So that is number 1. As a one of the key benefit or key rewards. And second rewards, I call them as flexibility. Okay, flexibility, I will say got 3 flexibility. Flexibility in working hours. Okay, nowadays, of course, hybrid working style, but I can tell you nobody will work from 9 o'clock to 5 o'clock without stopping. Okay, there are certain period of time we will be more productive, we work more. Okay, there are certain period of time we need to spend our hours with family, we spend our hours with our family. Okay, so it's a very flexible if you're in this industry because we are our own boss. We are just our business owner. Okay, so that is the first flexibility I think is very important, right? And second thing, I think probably not so unique now, but last time, yes, is flexibility in workplace. We can work from anywhere, everywhere, as long as we have connection to internet. Okay, of course, nowadays, most of us also can do that, right? But last time, I always used to work in the cafe, you know, go to a hotel, or even go to for overseas trip, and I still can continue to run my business there. Okay, so that is the second flexibility. Okay, and third flexibility I find is very important is flexibility in management. Okay, I'm not sure about you. Okay, I used to work in a corporate that, you know, every time I need to do submission, any changes, I need to seek for approval. And the approval is not from one single person. It can be multi-layers to approve the proposal. Okay, which I find that sometimes it's a bit redundant, because what I do is what I believe is best is for our client, I will do it. All right. Yeah. If fail, yes, I'll accept it. I don't need so many layers of approval to approve my proposal. Right. So as a self-employed, we have a straight-through approval, straight-through reporting. You report to yourself. We report, of course, everything must be within compliance allowable limit, right? But you report to ourselves. Okay. So that is a second reward. Okay. And the third reward, I think a lot of people don't feel it until it happens, is the sense of fulfillment. It's not really about making more money. Okay. It's about helping your client to protect their wealth. Okay. And this is the actual claim that I made for one of our clients, 30+ years old. I made a $450,000 claim for him because he got diagnosed with cancer. And he's just about 30, 35 or 36 years old. And when this check hand over to him, right, he tell me, because he said, oh, luckily you asked me to buy this insurance a few years ago. I never thought that I need to claim like within the next few years, right? And you can see that, you know, that sense of fulfillment is what we cannot get from, you know, other work, right? And of course, other than insurance, we also do investment, right? And this client is an actual portfolio. I made about 128,000 for this client. Okay, and this client, just nice, she's at retirement age. And when I saw these reports to her, right, she told me, she said, wow, luckily I engaged you to manage my wealth. Now I have 128,000 more for my retirement, right? And this 128,000, I won't take anything, you know. It's after all the advisory fee, and everything is net of return to the client. Okay, and the client definitely feel happy, and she's definitely willing to continue to engage me to manage her retirement goal. Right? Yeah. So I just summarize everything. Okay, I know I talk a bit very fast because it's running out of time. I think we should be a holistic financial advisor, provide more value-added services, and more services, your client will stick with you even more, right? You don't just talk about insurance without investment. When the client need investment, they'll go to other person, right? So it must be holistic. Okay, that's why Phillip has this dual license role that you can have, right, to provide holistic financial services to your client. Okay. Number two, to me, why dual license is important is because we can provide we can get actually multiple business of different business segment. And it's all weather-proof. Okay, one segment go down, the other segment may go up, right? And in the way we will be more independent, because we don't have to ask client to buy insurance if they don't need insurance. Okay, if they need to invest, we can do investment. If they need to do buy insurance, we get them to buy insurance, right? So it's more independent if you have multiple services to provide to a client. Okay, and again, focus on next generation business. Something is important is to build to last, and social media marketing is what Phillip always advocate, right? The motto that we have is always, are you Google searchable, right? If you type Louis Koay, what will you find in the first link? Okay, that is critical, because everyone that want to meet you, Louis, okay, I just type Louis Koay, right? All the story, all the branding will come up, right? So that is something that we should build as well, right? So I'll just do a bit of sales pitch here, honestly, right? By just 1 minute. There are many team out there, there are many advisors out there, many managers out there. But why you should join me, right? Which I actually wanted to share this, right? Just 5 simple points. Phillip, we have 3-month training program. Okay, don't worry. There are so many products out there, so many services out there. Don't worry. We all need training. Okay, Phillip, we have 3-month training program for you. Okay. Number 2, we are a holistic approach. Especially for me, I don't talk about trading. I don't talk about insurance. I talk about financial planning, holistic approach. Okay. And number 3, I already have an established business model. What you need is join us, and I can just share you how I run my business. You can just copy or take whatever is good for you, and you run on your own, right? And number 4, we are not really let you run on your own. We do provide one-on-one coaching. Okay, so my team member, they meet me in person or via Zoom, right, to go through them what they need to do, right, and to how to run their business. Okay, and number 5 is what I think very useful for my teammate is if they ask me, hey, how can I do retirement planning? Okay, I'll just tell them, go to Dropbox, download this folder, right? All the ready-made template presentation material are all inside for you, right? What you need is just go through the training or coaching, then you just present to your client. Okay, so it's just that is how I can help you, right? And honestly, I don't want to take in a lot of advisor. Okay, I want to have a quality advisor rather than just getting more quantity. Okay, and I also got limited time. I got family to take care as well. I also have my own business to run. I only open up 5 slots for this year. Okay, and you can later on, Nabil will actually let you know how you can apply or contact us. All right, then if you're qualified, I will definitely meet up with you to go through with you how we can start this. All right, so that's all I have. I hope you learned something, right? If you have any question, feel free to type in the chat box. I'm running a bit sick. Okay, I need to go off. Okay, I really need to go off. I think I need to go to see doctor or what.
Louis.
Right? Yeah. So
Thank you for
if
joining us.
any question, just send me a message, or I think Nabil will drop you my contact number. All right. Then you just find a way to reach out to me, or just Google Louis Koay. You will sure find my contact number. All right. I'll see you.
Thank you, Louis.
Bye bye.
Please stay with us, everyone. Thank you once again, Louis, for insightful sharing. As you know, Louis' business practice focus a lot on education and generous knowledge sharing. As you can tell by Dr. Wealth as well as Louis Koay Financial Center, if you open up YouTube and Facebook. So if you intend to step into this world of financial advisory, if you haven't, Louis is a good aspect of a team manager for you to join. And okay, I will start my screen sharing now. Just give me a moment. Okay, so allow me to run through. Thank you for staying with us at this long so far on a Friday night. So just a bit more for us to go through briefly. Allow me to run through some options available to you when you join us in wealth advisory, right? Okay, first up, we have the Fast Start Allowance Scheme for new to industry representatives. How do we determine new to industry? Okay, if you've only been in the industry 2 years or less, then you are considered new. But of course, if you spend 3 years in the industry and if you are still interested in taking up this allowance scheme, as you can see, we can still consider it. I know as long as you are not like 8 years already as a representative, that's a bit too much because this is still reserved for new to industry candidates. So if you can see, if you are a diploma holder, you can stand to get an allowance of $1,000 over the duration of, you can get $1,000 for 6 months, okay, throughout the duration of the allowance scheme. And if you are a degree holder, you stand to get $1,500 a month. Of course, you will have to satisfy a validation income of $4,500, as you can see, and $6,600 respectively before you become a full-fledged representative like Louis per se after. Okay, take note, because you are receiving an allowance in this allowance scheme, right, your commissions will be less as compared to a full function representative, and of course, as Louis mentioned earlier on, part of the requirement is that you will have to go through the 3 months training. We call it the Fast Start training, and that would be done usually just half day over Zoom virtually due to the COVID situation, about 9 a.m. to about 1 p.m. lunchtime, and it will be over a duration of 3 months, 12 weeks, and Monday to Friday. Of course, we like to delve into more details, but of course, this session is being broadcasted on Facebook Live, so we cannot say too much as well. If you are interested to know more about this allowance scheme, please reach out to us. We'll give you Louis's contact details after this presentation, and as well as our contact details so that you can reach out to us and we can answer your queries accordingly. Next up, okay, we've got the Tokyo Marine package. Okay, this Tokyo Marine package, it's actually open to both new and experienced reps, so, and you can choose 3 tiers of allowances. Firstly is $1,000, $2,000, and $3,000. As you can see, it's up to $3,000 per month. Okay, the different tiers will also bring about different validation requirements, of course, just like the Fast Start Fast Start allowance package. And also you get to choose from the available Tokyo Marine ILPs, as you can see, Go Treasures as well as Go Ultra, that you will be expected to market as part of this allowance scheme. Of course, if you wish to combine both the packages, which is this Tokyo Marine package as well as the Fast Start package, if you are new to the industry, you can. If you are daring and confident enough, you can. Definitely, you'll be able to do that. And of course, once again, if you like to know more about this package, please reach out to us, and we will advise you accordingly on, and may even give you some recommendations per se, and to also check your eligibility for it. So you are interested to join. Okay, what's the next step? All right. Basically, this is the requirements as per the Financial Advisors Act, as well as the Securities and Futures Act, if you wish to join as a representative here with Phillip Securities. 21 years old at this moment, Singaporean or PR, and of course the minimum academic requirements will be a full certificate in GCE A-level, an international baccalaureate diploma, or a local diploma awarded by any local poly in Singapore. And this is something very important that you should take note of. Okay, I'm sure you're wondering, like, would it be too rash for me to straight away inquire about the positions that Louis is offering? He was saying that he wants 5 quality representatives, and I don't want to jump straight into it. It's okay. I would highly encourage you to join this job shadow program, whereby nothing much is required of you. You just have to be free for 3 days, and each day you only have to be free for 2 hours virtually. And this is where you join the job shadow program, and you will be shadowing none other than Louis. All right, so you can scan the QR code you see on this page, or visit this link if you can't scan the QR code. All right, and then once you scan this, we will set up a meeting with you and Louis, and virtually you will go through, you experience what it's like to be a financial advisor, and how it's like to be part of Louis' team. And you can take this opportunity to ask him and to learn of Louis whatever it is you wish to learn, or whatever it is, any burning inquiries you have. This is the best opportunity. It's as simple as just scanning the QR code and getting an available date to talk to Louis, and you will be able to then determine if the finance industry is for you or not. Just 6 hours of your time, 2 hours a day, virtually over Zoom. And we highly encourage you to take up this one. And yes, we've come to about the end of our sharing. Of course, your success is our success. These are the details, the important information that you can take. You can either screenshot, or you can save it in your phone. You've got Louis' number there if you wish to contact him. And if you wish to contact me as well, that's my number over there. You can send us an email to entrepreneur@phillip.com.sg to cite your interest. At the same time, you see a QR code there. Do scan the QR code and register your interest there as well. And we will definitely reach out to you accordingly. If you have any inquiries, then we can talk right after that. Yep. And now we're going to open the floor to any questions that you might have. Right, we've managed to keep it before 9 p.m. on this Friday night. So we open the floor to the last few minutes to welcome some questions. Anything you wish to add on, Phillip?
Yes. Thank you, Nabil. Okay. Of course, thank you, Louis, for the insightful sharing as well, and a secret formula on how to be successful financial planner, and how sharing your experience, how he conducts business in terms of believe in holistic financial planning. It's not product pushing, more of you recommend client only what they need. Okay. Okay. So if you have any question, either you can unmute yourself and ask your question, or you can type your question in the chat box here. Okay, I think we have a question from Dexter. What are the insurers available? I think this question for Dexter. Dexter, we have a total of 35 insurance partners, ranging from GI, general insurance, to life insurance. You can talk to us, but generally most of insurers that you can think of, we partner with them, and you'll be able to recommend those products to your clients. So we partner with majority of insurance providers in Singapore.
We've got basically everything. We've got basically everything, with the exception of Pru and GE Great Eastern. Yeah. So to give you a better idea. Thanks, Milling. Do we have any other questions from the floor? I hope that answered your question, Dexter. We've got quite a bit of time left. Right. Oh, this is a good question. What are the prospecting and lead generation methods? FB page, individual, or group? Good question, Dexter. So we've got a few methods where we can generate leads. Of course, as Louis mentioned earlier, we've gone away from the traditional cold calling, and but we've not really technically gone away from the roadshow experience because, as you know, we do have our Phillip Investor Centers around Singapore. You know, you might have come across it when you walk through a neighborhood or mall, like the Westgate Mall, or if you've gone through Ising, you'll be able to see a Phillip Investor Light. So these are the places whereby if you are part of the 3-month Phillip Fast Start training, you'll be able to get yourself attached there, and you'll be able to experience what it's like to man the Phillip Investor Centers. And that is where you have walk-ins, and you basically have like a roadshow, a permanent roadshow in a sense. So you welcome clients and walk-in clients, walk-in customers, and you'll be able to pitch right over there and do some selling over there as well. And at the same time, you'll also be able to organize like physical seminars over there as well. Of course, when Louis also mentioned social media awareness, if you are to project yourself out there via YouTube or LinkedIn, for that matter, Instagram, Facebook Live, to go on there, there's another form of lead generation, and you can have can educate the public. If you are knowledgeable, you can educate with regards to your business practice, and you can convert clients from there. So these are just some of the few lead generation tools.
Yeah, that's right. Just want to add on, because when you carry the name card of Phillip Securities, or when you go out there to market or to promote your events or webinars, with Phillip under Phillip Securities, generally, in my opinion, you'll be able to attract the participants to join the particular webinar. This is one way for you to generate leads. On top of that, we are the largest stockbroking firm in Singapore. We have a lot of client base, even dormant clienteles. So what we have is something called Match Me, which is the internal, like a Tinder program to match our FA to our trading representative, which means stockbrokers. So stockbrokers, the interest is more in transactional business, in I would say stockbroking business, trading. So about all dormant clients are sitting there. We have this client base. So what we are doing is that we are pairing stockbrokers to financial advisors, because stockbrokers, they are not able to advise clients of, for example, protection needs, wealth management products. So these leads can be given to an FA who paired out with this particular stockbrokers, and then you can cross-sell, you can call the client base, and you can cross-sell financial products or wealth management products to the dormant clients. So we have this program available in Phillip Securities. Yeah, hope that answer your question.
Milling, there's a question by RB. How much does an average financial advisor can earn to start with? How much was Louis earning as he was showing in his slide?
Okay. Today's slides, we do not have the example, right? So you can join our job shadowing program, and you can ask Doris directly. But I'll give you one example, because in our usual webinar, we have this typical one example, an advisor who joined us in the first year, because he joined in the mid of the year, and the income is below 50K. And however, from second year onwards, right, because he worked really hard and his focus is in investment for this particular advisor, but he has insurance production as well, and the income has been above 50K from second year onwards and above 400,000 from fifth year onwards. And this particular advisor is still with us. So we are looking at the type of potential income. Sky will be your limit, like what mentioned by Louis. As long as you work hard, follow the correct steps, and of course he has some secret formula to share as well. It will be good that you have a successful dual license wealth manager who is willing to guide you. So if you are interested, at least to find out more, you can join our job shadowing program first. Yeah, I hope they answer your question. I think there was one RV, right? Yeah.
Yes. Answering Benedict's question, can you do investment only without insurance? Of course, yeah. As Louis also mentioned earlier, you can choose to do whatever you like. I mean, you can choose to focus on insurance. You can focus on investment. As for Louis, he's a dual license representative, so wealth manager, so he can do both. You can do investments, as he showed in the example when he advised his clients. At the same time, he can do insurance as well. So of course, if you are licensed, if you are authorized to do investments, meaning if you were to pass your capital market papers of the module M5, the module 8 and module 8A, this is for unit trust, you can do investments. You can market unit trust. And if you were to have the papers like the module 6 and module 6A, you can advise in securities. So these are the two investments that you can actually focus on, and you won't need to do insurance. Yep, I hope that answers the question, Benedict.
Yep. Thank you, Nabil. So we have this question from Ellie also. Very good question, Ellie. Thank you for asking. So the question is, with the rise of low cost brokers such as Tiger, Momo, what happens if I advise client and then subsequently client buy online? That is why you need wealth management. We can foresee, in fact, more than 20 years ago, or more than 10 years ago, when I joined Phillip Securities, chairman already told us that one day the brokerage will be zero, and it's happening right now. I think some of you who buy online through platform will be zero. So it is not the platform business that we are fighting now. It's the financial advisory business, wealth management business. So Ellie, when we talk about wealth management, means you provide holistic advice, you curate a range of products or portfolio for your clients. And the good part about wealth management is that it is not per transaction. You can charge zero per transaction, but the asset under your management, the asset under your custody will have annual management fees. And that is how, over the time, you build a passive income, a stream of passive income by managing this portfolio of assets. So that is the business model moving forward. You want to charge as per asset under your custody, wealth management or AUM under your custody instead of per transaction basis. So I hope that answer your question, Ellie.
Thanks, Milling. I will take a question from Cedric. Cedric, thanks for asking this question. May I know when the dates of the job shadow session will be? All right, we are here at the job shadow program page. Basically, I highly suggest and encourage that you scan the QR code and register your interest. So once you've done so, provided your details, your phone number, your email, I'll contact you. And we'll set a time where it's most convenient for you as well as Louis, such that you can have the optimal experience. Yep. So please scan the QR code and sign in, and you can expect to hear from me. Maybe not tonight, but from Monday. Yeah, thanks, Milling, for sharing the link. There, you can just access the link, the tiny URL link, and please just register your interest there, and we will find a suitable time. Yeah, thank you once again. Benedict has registered his interest for the job shadow. Thank you so much, Benedict. You can expect a call from me. Maybe on Monday. Yep, I'll give you a call. Thanks, Benedict.
Yeah, I think Nabil, there's no more question, and it's already 9, and this is
Yeah.
today's Friday, so that we don't want to hold them for too long. But generally, just want you to think about it. Look at Singapore, as a whole, the whole ecosystem of our financial system, financial industry, the movement of wealth and the assets have flowed into Singapore. That's why the system will require financial experts, and there is a future for financial advisors or financial advisory consultant here in Singapore, particularly for those who focus in high net worth business. And think about you carrying the name card of Phillip Securities, or compared to, for example, some of you probably has experience. I don't mention names, like let's say your tied agency, if you carry a name card with limited products or company that represent limited products, probably that might, I'm not sure there's a link to probably product pushing, but if you carry a name card of a companies that has been in Singapore for more than 45 years and carry a wide range of financial assets, a wide range of financial products, probably what your clients or even your friends can link you to more of providing the advisory based on what they truly need instead of product pushing. So think about it. And of course, from my personal experience with Phillip Securities name cards, it looks like you'll be able to attract more questions, more calls, more texts to ask you for certain advice when it comes to investment or probably protection as well. Yeah. So let's think about it. If you have any questions you don't know us here, you can contact us. You can also email us. You're welcome to visit our entrepreneurship website as well as our Facebook to look at some of the pictures to find out more as well. Yeah, I think Nabil, we can end today's session. Thank you all of you once again for joining us today.
Thanks, Louis. Thanks, Mei-Ling, and thanks everyone for joining us this Friday night. Stay safe and have a good weekend ahead. So we will end this session and hope to be able to talk to you soon. Thank you.
Thank you. A nice weekend.